Tonight, are more police officers in schools the answer to preventing another tragedy like the one we saw in Sandy Hook, Connecticut? Well, a congressman from Western North Carolina says yes, and tonight he says he's got a plan to pay for it as well. Today, 11th District Congressman Mark Meadows unveiled that plan, but as Adriana Acosta tells us, not everyone is on board.
In the wake of Sandy Hook, the question on most parents' minds, including my own, is my child safe at school? Congressman Mark Meadows says this bill is a major step towards answering those concerns. Meadows' Protecting America's Schools Act got a big round of applause from the roomful of law enforcement officers gathered at Hendersonville Elementary.
It's about taking $30 million from unspent, unobligated funds in another area, bringing it over to provide additional resources for local law enforcement officers.
Meadows says the money would be distributed through grants. Henderson County Sheriff Charlie McDonald says his budget only allows for a few full-time school officers, so he would welcome the extra funds.
It's not necessarily Washington dictating how the money is spent or what it needs to be spent on, but giving us the authority.
Congressman Meadows, who is a Republican, is also getting support from Democrats like Buncombe County Sheriff Van Duncan.
When something's done for the right reasons and it meets a need and it's something that the taxpayers want to see done, which is an increase in school safety, it's very easy.
Support is also coming from educators like Hendersonville Elementary's principal Shannon Marlowe, who says the tragedy at Sandy Hook has forced security changes at her school. Changes, she says, would be enhanced by having a bigger presence.
And we're working on trying to build not only a sense of safety and security in our building, but also to build relationships between law enforcement and students.
But not everyone is behind more cops in schools. In a letter to the White House, the ACLU says over-policing schools pushes kids into the criminal justice system and takes cops away from more serious crimes. But Marlowe says it's hard to see how anyone could be against keeping the students she loves out of danger.
I can't imagine that someone would think that putting money and time and resources into keeping our children safe would be a bad idea.
In Hendersonville, Adriana Acosta, Fox Carolina News Tonight.
And Meadows tells us his bill right now has 8 co-sponsors, but he also expects that number to grow both from Republican and Democrats in the House.